Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am making some wild garlic chicken pasta. So over the weekend I had some friends over and my friends know me very well. So one of them had gone out for a walk last week and she foraged some wild garlic, which is right now in season, and she brought me a big bunch. So I think that's a lot of it. So I'm going to use half of it to make some lovely pesto. Don't worry if you can't find garlic. The exact weight, I'll use the wild garlic. You can use spinach and just add some garlic to it. I'll tell you how much. So first things first, I am going to give it a good rinse because God knows who has walked on it. You know, it's been picked up from the woods. So let's give it a nice good wash. So before I give it a wash, I just need to weigh how much this is. So this is around 800 grams. I just need half of it. So I'm going to use 400 grams of this. Oh, it smells so garlicky. Very important that I give it a real good rinse. So just making sure to wash them all, and then I'm just going to put it on a clean tea towel to absorb the extra moisture. So you can see I'm using half of it, so it's around 400 grams. I have kept the flowers because I can kind of finish the pasta with it, and I think I'm going to let this dry out. Don't need to completely dry it, but just a little bit. I'm going to prep the other bits. So actually I was going to do like cook this with a bit of chicken, but actually I've changed my mind. I have got that in the fridge too, which I bought this morning thinking that I'll cook it with chicken, but actually I'm going to cook it. I also bought some courgettes, so I am going to make that with a couple of courgettes. As always, I'm cooking for 4, so I'm going to use 2 whole courgettes. Also going to put a pan of water to start boiling. So by the time I prepare everything, the water will be boiling, the courgettes will be cooked. Just all comes together very nicely. So here are the 2 courgettes. Here is a pan heating up. I'm just going to thinly slice this and add some olive oil to this and start cooking. I am just going to thinly slice these. I don't know why I'm doing it here. Pan is big enough, but it's going to be 1 courgette at a time I can cook. This shouldn't take long, just a couple of minutes on each side should be good. In the meantime, I'm just going to get all the pesto ingredients out. So while the courgette is sizzling away nicely, I've got one more to cook. I am going to get a pan on the other hob, and I have got here 100 grams of almonds, which I'm going to just very quickly dry roast them for maybe 2-3 minutes. And I'm also going to mix some pistachios in it for the pesto. So I'm not using pine nuts, instead I'm going for this kind of mixture. So that's 1 courgette done. The second's on the hob. The almonds are looking nicely golden. I'm going to remove those and then dry roast 100 grams of pistachios in the same pan. The pistachios don't take very long at all, maybe just a couple of minutes in total, and they will go in the same blender as the almonds. Turn this off, and our courgettes are cooking away nicely. And now I'm going to put the hob on with a pan of boiling water for the pasta. That is a pan of boiling water. That's the both the nuts dry roasted. I'll blitz it in for the pesto in a second. This is almost done, so I'm going to turn this off and make the pesto first. So the water is all boiling nicely. I'm just adding lots of salt to make it nice and salty. I'm using the fusilli Ducati pasta for 4, and this takes around 10 to 12 minutes. In my case it will be 15. I don't like al dente, so I'll give it a few minutes, and that is just enough time for me to prepare the pesto. So I have just realized that actually that is not going to fit into this, so I'm going to change the blender to a bigger one. Just gonna give it a good quick blitz. Just gonna blitz this up before adding the leaves. And once that is done, add the leaves. Also gonna drizzle in 100 ml of olive oil extra virgin. That's not all the leaves. I'm gonna do half and then add half more. So I am just gonna add some good quality extra virgin olive oil. I need around 100 ml. Gonna do 50 first, blitz it, and then add another 50 with the rest of the green leaves. Now I need to mix it up. So that is done. I'm gonna add the rest of the leaves and another 50 ml oil. That is blended. I am just gonna add the cheese. So I am going to grate in 50 grams of pecorino and 50 grams of parmigiano. Just gonna coarsely grate it in. It just makes it easier to blend when it's in the mixer with the leaves, and it definitely needs another 20 ml of olive oil. So there it is, looking beautiful, glorious. I'm going to do a final blitz and also going to add just the zest of a lovely unwaxed lemon to bring out a little bit of freshness from the wild garlic. So I haven't gone for a completely smooth finish. It's got a little bit of texture. I'll show you. So here it is. It is a lot more than I need to use. So I'm going to use half of this and put the half in a box in a fridge and make sandwiches with this tomorrow. I've just changed the pan to a deeper pan and I'm just going to see how much pesto I want to use. I don't think I want to use all of it. Look at that. It smells so good. I'm going to keep a little bit for tomorrow's sandwiches, but I want to use loads. And I'm just going to take out my pasta from here straight away, go into that on the way. Actually, that's a lot of pasta, so I might use a bit more pesto. Just going to add a little bit of the pasta water. Just a splash more water. I think the pesto is enough. That looks so good. Absolutely insanely delicious. Now we add in our courgettes. Oh, wonderful. Going in. Smells garlicky, obviously. I didn't use all the garlic, by the way. I only used around 300 grams and I've got enough pesto for sandwiches for tomorrow. Oh, it's so good. I love courgettes and I love garlic. This wild garlic courgette pasta is insane. One you must try. Whether you have wild garlic or not, you can use spinach and garlic like I said. Same quantity of spinach, 300 grams. Just add 5 to 6 garlic cloves to get that garlicky flavor. Whatever you do this, try this. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you back very soon with another new recipe. Bye for now.